Good morning. Binalaan ni Pangulo ang publiko laban sa itutulak na kandidato sa 2016 na mga kumukontra sa kanyang prinsipyo at mga programa. Sa kanyang talumpati sa isang pagtitipon ng mga opisyal at miyembro ng Liberal Party at mga kalyado sa Malacanang, sinabi nito na ang mga kontrapelo sa kanyang administrasyon ay ayaw sa mga matagumpay na programa niya tulad ng Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program, mas pinalawak na PhilHealth coverage, pagpapagawa ng mas maraming kalsada at tutol din sa nakaambang kapayapaan sa Mindanao. Ang tanong tuloy ni Pangulo sa mga kontra sa kanya kung talagang gusto nitong arugain ang kanyang mga boss ay bakit hindi nila ito kasama sa pagsusulong ng positibong transformasyon sa lipunan. At yan ang latest. Sa iba pang balita, sundan kami sa Twitter at DZIQ990 o i-follow kami sa Facebook, Radio Inquirer 990 at yahoo.com. O di kaya bisitahin ang aming live video streaming sa www.ustream.tv/channel/DZIQ. Ako po si Alvin Barcelona para sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM.
Radio Inquirer. Ito ang Radio Inquirer 990 AM. 990 AM. Inihahandog ng Team Kabuhayan at Radyo Inquirer 990 AM ang programang magbibigay sa inyo ng inspirasyon, sagana at hitik sa impormasyong pampinansyal, paunlari ng kabuhayan, trabaho at negosyo. Pera at Kabuhayan. Pag-usapan natin kasama sina Attorney Ed Dural, Jerome Fadriquela, Ricky Brosas at Miss Liza Soriano dito sa Pera at Kabuhayan. Tuwing linggo, alas 7 hanggang alas 8 ng umaga dito lang sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM.
It's a rich man's world.
Ang programang hatid ay tulong at pag-asa.
Huwag na kayo masyado mag-aalala at nandito na po sa kaalaman niya ng Bantay OCW, tutulungan po namin kayo.
Tumpak na impormasyon sa mga usaping pag-abroad.
Sa bahagi naman po ng ahensya, kung hindi sila tutugon dito sa mga pananagutan nila, uobligahin pa rin sila ng ating POEA.
Naglilingkod sa mga OFW at kanilang mga kamag-anak saan man sa mundo.
Kahit umuwi na po kayo ng Nueva Ecija ngayon, itatawag po namin sa inyo kaagad yung magiging usapan sa ating Philippine Embassy sa Bahrain at nang masaklolohan po itong inyong pamangkin.
KBP at Gawad Tanglao Best Public Service Program at Hall of Fame awardee ng Catholic Mass Media sa radyo Pilipinas. Online Bantay OCW with Susan K. Alas 10:30 hanggang alas 12 ng tanghali, Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Pilipinas Online Bantay OCW with Susan K. Dito sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM. Langit sa lupa. Ang langit mong inaasam, nasa kamay mo na. Programang tutugon sa pangangailangang espiritual ng tao sa paraang nararapat. Magbabalanse sa litratong tagilid, ipapakita ang buong katotohanan at magbibigay pag-asa. Langit sa lupa. Ang langit mong inaasam, nasa kamay mo na. Linggo, alas 6:15 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Dito sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM. Langit sa lupa. Kung may sakit, karamdaman at katanungan sa iyong kalusugan, sagot yan ng Radyo Medico. Pag-uusapan ng mga impormasyong pangkalusugan, wastong pangangalaga sa katawan, mga diskusyong pampalusog ng kaisipan. Radyo Medico. Tatalakayin ang iba't ibang sakit at karampatang lunas at gamot. Bibigyang linaw ang mga maling pananaw upang mapanatili ang malusog na katawan at pag-iisip. Libreng konsulta mula sa mga eksperto. Radyo Medico. Kasama sina Dr. Hill at Direk Rick. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng gabi. Dito sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM. Ito po ang Trans Radio Broadcasting Corporation. Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Kasapi ng KBP. Naglilingkod, nagbabalita, may paninindigan. Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
may bibilhin.
With branches all over the Philippines, Hotel Sogo is the hotel chain of choice for travelers and balikbayans. Affordable, safe, and complete with amenities, unlike other provincial hotels. Now you have somewhere comfortable to stay anywhere in Metro Manila or even when you visit your favorite province. Para sa may init na balita, Victory in Governance and Technology through Information Network. Vigattin. Para sa mga napapanahong usapan, Victory in Governance and Technology through Information Network. Vigattin. Makinig at makisalo sa programang Siksik sa Impormasyon at Bigatin sa Kaalaman. Kasama ang inyong mga kabarkada na sina Den Macaranas, Arnie Barcelo, Angel Bonifacio at Ellison Barcelo. Vigattin Radio. Sa Vigattin, bigatin ka talaga!
10:11 yung po oras
Alvin
natin.
Laurent.
Dito po sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM. Welcome sa Vigattin Radio Show. September 13, 2014. Sabado.
Sabado, yes.
Yes.
Bigatin na naman ang mga bisita natin.
Gising na gising.
Oo, di ba?
Magandang umaga.
Magandang umaga. Ako po si Dan Macarana.
Ellison Barcelo. Ma'am Arnie, habol ka.
Hahabol si Ma'am Arnie. And of course, si Ross. Kasama po natin.
Yes, Roswell Rosario, ang yung pambansang vlogger. What's up, Pilipinas?
Yan. Marami tayong pag-uusapan.
Marami, yes. Pag-usapan natin, unang-una sa yung Iron Sharpens Iron, saka yung State of Entrepreneurship in the Philippines.
Diba? Parang may zona tayo rito.
Oo, siyempre, di ba?
Entrepreneurship.
Hindi ro kasi nababanggit yung entrepreneurship sa sa zona ni ng ating presidente. That's why pag-uusapan natin kung ano ba talaga yung estado.
SEP.
Di ba? Pag estado ng mga negosyante o mga magninegosyo dito sa ating
business.
Sa ating bayan.
At syempre, may mga bisita po kami this morning.
Yan.
Pakilala mo na. Kuya
Pakilala mo
Ellison.
na, Ross, yung bisita natin. Pasahan tayo, ha? Okay.
Pasa-pasa.
Okay.
Okay, inimbita po natin ngayon, umaga. He's from the US originally. Meron po siyang inorganize or founded na isang organization which is called the Iron Sharpens Iron or ISI. He founded it originally in late 2011 but formally launched it in December 2012. Isa po siyang entrepreneur, musician, and philanthropist. Good morning po, Mr. Brian Gallinger.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Hi,
Good morning.
Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Welcome.
Good morning.
And we also have a guest blogger here. He blogs about business. So, tamang-tama yung pag-attend niya today, this morning. We have here Mr. Alvin Laurente from alvinlaurente.com.
Okay, good morning po. Salamat po sa pag-invite sa akin sa program na to.
Yan. Sir Alvin.
Ayan po.
Ayun.
So, ayun. You know po. Ayan, we have another guest. Parating lang.
Humabol. Okay. Ross, tanungin muna natin, ano ba yung mga ayan, sige.
Yeah.
Sige, Ross, simulan mo na.
Ano po sisimulan ko? I think si Ellison ang magtatanong yata eh.
Ayan.
Teka.
10:14.
Hello.
Dito pa rin po sa
Sige,
Radio
Pog.
Inquirer. Okay.
Yeah, meron tayong bisita.
Si
Sir Earl, na ano niya na, ano?
Hindi
Of
pa.
course.
Hindi pa. Ang magandang
Ito
lalaki
pa.
ng Idea Space.
Inirereserva ko sa iyo eh.
Diba?
Alright.
Magandang lalaki ang presidente,
Ikaw ang opisyal na tagapagpakilala
ang
niyan.
ama, 'di ba?
Ang,
ng mga startup ng Idea Space. Walang iba kung walang Idea Space kung wala kay Boss Earl. Earl Valencia.
Good morning.
Parang wala. Teka muna. Parang kanina pang inahalat yung mga mikropono natin. What is happening?
Good morning to
good morning.
tagapakinig ng ng Vigattin dito, no. So thanks again for inviting me.
Yan, si Earl.
Yes, and also we have the CEO and founder of Ava.ph, Oliver Segovia.
Oliver.
Good morning.
Ganang umaga po.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we're going to talk about first the
Iron Sharpens
yes,
Iron.
the community of Brian. It's Iron Sharpens Iron. What's it all about, Brian?
Okay. Iron Sharpens Iron is a professional networking group that exists to matchmake individuals with other individuals or venues or trends And so we put together a variety of different educational and social events. It's an exclusive group, so you have to be invited and approved into the group.
Okay.
And we've had a good time producing a variety of different events here throughout Manila.
How many events were you able to produce?
We have produced events approximately every quarter since
Okay.
December of 2012.
Okay.
Now they're becoming more frequent, and by 2015 we'll have monthly events.
Okay. What's the qualification to be invited?
Our demographic is kind of a range of 20 to 50-year-old entrepreneurs, corporate execs, or professionals. We also cater to entertainers, artists, and philanthropists.
Okay. And what's the
So
What's-
the membership is very limited, exclusive among
do,
those
do, do,
peers.
do you have to pay?
Yes.
No. Do you have to pay?
The general membership is free.
Okay. And what's the mission of this?
Yeah, what's the objective,
objective,
of
yeah.
the Iron Shapers? Like,
Yeah.
why would people be interested in?
The objective for individuals to join the group is to make high quality, like purpose-driven connections, whether that's to other people or to venues or trends or to collaborate with organizations or teams. But bottom line, to make connections.
Right here in the Philippines nowadays, how many members do you have? already?
Roughly 900.
900.
900.
That's
That's big,
very-
not bad.
From 2012?
2012.
Meaning exclusive pa ito? Not bad. Ikaw ba? Miyembro ka na ba? Yun ang
Actually,
tatanong ko sa'yo eh.
I'm deep right now. But you're going to invite me. You cannot be, you should be invited by the core members or the...
You can actually, once you're a general member, like Earl's a general member, he can invite anyone from his network that he feels is an ISI caliber individual. But then there's a team of core members that act as like a board, and we have to screen and approve each of those new members. So we have a small process to do so.
Do you also funder or if there's anybody can invest into a startup? No.
For Iron Sharpens Iron?
Yeah.
There is no current investment opportunity.
It's only for connection.
Correct, yeah. Up until now, this has been a volunteer organization. Just helping people make connections, helping communities develop more focused networking events.
Do you have politicians?
I don't know. That's a good
Lots of
question.
professional politicians here.
2016 is near the election.
Actually, that would be a great venue for politicians nga, di ba?
Yeah.
They can come and join you and then connect with the
But
people.
if, for example,
Sure.
if one of the members were able to invite a politician, are you open?
Are you open to that kind of membership?
If that politician has their hands in business,
How about
or philanthropy,
How
Let's say
about-
that politics, his business is politics.
They all have their hands in business.
business is? Are you familiar with wedding? That's a business, a good business.
we'll have to screen them. But sure, I'm open.
Okay.
Professional hecklers are welcome too.
Okay. For example, President Aquino will be invited.
Why not?
Sure. Well, for example, we have these mixer events.
Okay.
And mixer events are a social atmosphere to drive professional networking. So everybody has a signature ISI name tag,
Okay.
and it says the name of the person, and then below that it says what they're looking for. So Earl is a general member, Ross is a general member, so when we have a mixer event, they're automatically invited. If they want, they can bring one guest. So if
Okay.
if Earl wanted to bring President Aquino, he can. And so
Wow.
he would be
I will bring Vice President Binay.
Binay.
Okay.
Sure. So
I
then
will bring Senator Trillanes.
there we go. So then these three gentlemen would be exposed to the ISI elements, and they would get to mix and mingle and see the caliber of the individuals. Then, if they wanted to join the group, they could, and then we would put them through the general process, and if they pass, then they're in.
Okay.
But how long is the general process? Example, if I bring a guest,
How
long will it take you to
Yeah.
screen them, and then
It
they'll be
depends because, for example, if you add someone to our Facebook group, because
Mhm.
that's our core group is held in a private Facebook group.
Mm.
If we look at their Facebook and all of the core members have dozens of mutual friends, and we're familiar with the business that they're attached to,
Mhm.
and if one of us knows them personally, then the screening process is almost immediate.
Wow. Okay.
But if we don't know them and we have to do further background, then
If there are no mutual friends.
yeah, then it takes longer time.
Mm.
Okay. So, hindi ka pwede.
Member na nga ako eh.
Lusot ka? Inarego siguro.
Do you to qualifications your what's the amount of your bank account?
No,
No.
nothing financial.
Nothing
yeah.
financial.
But what do you expect from the members? Do you expect something in return? Meron ba dapat sorry, I'm speaking Tagalog.
It's okay.
Do you expect something from them eventually?
Mhm.
We want to add value to every member.
Mhm.
So if the group is not adding value, then we're not achieving our mission. But at the same time, in order for that to happen, we expect every member to add value to the group.
Mhm.
So for example, when you're a part of the Facebook group, you have the ability to post whatever content you want within our guidelines for the group's goals.
Mhm.
So if Earl wants to post that Smart or Idea Space has an event or a project that they're developing and they
Mhm.
need support,
Mhm.
they're looking for, whatever attendees or investors or sponsors,
Yes.
we want them to post that
Mhm.
info in the Facebook group. Or if he
Mm.
has an event, we want everyone in the group to know about it because we want to support each other. We want to help each other. Or let's say an expat moves to Manila and
Mhm.
they're working for a BPO company. They join the ISI group. We want them to post in there and say, hey, I just moved here.
Mhm.
Who do you recommend for a good air conditioning serviceman?
Yeah.
Or
Mhm.
where can I find gas propane for my condo?
Mhm.
Or where do you rent cars
Yeah.
here?
It's
Just
hard.
whatever
It's hard,
stuff that you're new to an area.
Mhm.
We hope that within minutes or hours of that post, that dozens of other ISI members
Mhm.
will respond
Mhm.
and say, I know a guy, call this person.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So literally we should be able to fold time
Mhm.
or cut time in half for all of those
Yes.
people
Mhm.
so they don't spend time, money, and energy trying to do something basic that someone that's lived here longer can facilitate.
Basically, this is kind of Earl of diba, parang network of communities. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's a community in itself.
Yeah.
It's really a support system for people who are, in business and philanthropy, and because that's the thing, right? At least there's a trust. That's why I think they're trying to keep it together so that everybody trusts each other's recommendations. Not like
That's
the
why,
world, no.
Yeah. Kaya yung membership process medyo mahigpit. Diba? Natingin ako sa'yo.
Member na nga ako.
O kaya nga. Ayun. Mm. Yes.
Is membership for Metro Manila residents only, or
Yeah.
you have chapters in other parts of the country?
Mhm.
We don't have chapters in other parts, so currently we're focused on Metro Manila.
Mm.
But if people join from Cebu or Davao or other regions of the Philippines, we just find out, do they have business in Manila, or are they expanding to Manila? What would their reason be for wanting to be a part of this group?
Mhm.
And there's even been a few expats that live abroad, but they had lived in Manila before, or they're from Manila, or they're doing business here. So we allow them because it just needs to make sense.
Mm-mm.
But today someone requested to add from the U.S., so I just messaged them and said, hey, thank you for your inquiry. What inspired you and how did you
Yes.
find out?
Uh-huh.
And they said, I just saw it somehow and it looked cool. And I said, well, thank you. I'm glad it looks cool, but we have an exclusive membership. And so if you think you fill this criteria, then I will approve your status. But it was clearly not. So they just said, "Oh, okay, sorry, thanks." But we want to have some degree of exclusivity so it makes sense for the group.
Yes. O yun. So, hindi pa pala pwede. Dito lang talaga sa Metro Manila. We have a good guys, a group of good guys in Cebu. For example, we want to join the group. We are not allowed yet.
Well, like I said,
we have to look for a link in Metro Manila.
Yeah, we would just have to explore, what would be the goals and the reasons, and what value could they add to the group, as well as what value could the group add to these individuals. And if that makes sense, then yes. And we do have plans to expand to other regions, but we want to really solidify Manila first.
Ayun. So, yun ang maganda, Ellison.
Ako na ba si Earl?
Papagpalit ko na kayo.
But you're also open to collaborate with other groups or community.
Absolutely. One of our core values is collaboration. So connecting, collaborating, educating. So we love working with the SMART team and Idea Space and Startup PH, and so we're heavily involved.
Tina Ampo. Are you able to meet Tina?
No.
Okay, maybe
Not yet.
you should also meet Tina.
Sure.
Yeah. She's the founder of Glicona Beach. And also the TechTalk.ph.
Yeah. Lots of politicians also love that word. Collaboration.
If you have any questions, Oliver, you can ask some.
I'm good for now.
Okay.
Very clear.
Yeah, okay. 10:27. Mayroon pa tayong ibang pag-uusapan, Ross?
Maybe Alvin Lorente here
Yeah.
can share something about his blog and what he blogs about.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sir Alvin.
So my blog is basically about franchising, entrepreneurship, and typically all things about business. So what I do in my blog is I write articles and blogs about upcoming businesses, startup businesses, and I put it on my website. When I joined exhibits, because before I noticed that some startup businesses doesn't have online presence, so I want to give them an opportunity to be posted on the internet and be given any marketing presence. So yung mga startup businessman, they have to email me and give me the pictures, and I can post their articles on my blog site so that they will have initial marketing presence.
Ano ba in ngayon, Sir Alvin, sa franchising?
Ang sa franchising kasi ang talagang in is food.
Pa rin,
food pa rin kasi food.
Is there a kind of food that's more
Yes.
na ngayon?
Ano bang in?
Fishball pa ba? Siomay?
Fishball and siomay, hindi masyado. Pero ang franchising kasi nagre-revolve pa rin sa rice, sa eating country kasi tayo sa rice, flour, yung sa pizza, bread, lahat yan, carbs, lahat ng tungkol sa pagkain.
Very
so,
Pinoy.
Doon umiikot ang business when it comes to franchising. But there are other aspects of franchising na hindi pa natatap sa Pilipinas, especially yung services. So sa US kasi based on sa studies ang service sector yun ang nangunguna sa kanila Sa Pilipinas dahil nga food lover tayo, so ang malaking percentage ng population natin is into food franchising. Pero itong on-top portion na services sector is malaki ang opportunity diyan para mag-succeed sa Pilipinas.
Anong klaseng mga services to?
Yung nakikita nating services, yung mga pag-repair ng di ba? Yung pag-repair ng shoes.
Mr. Quickie model.
Mga ganyan. So,
kaya yung tawag ka sa kondo, papalinis mo yung kondo.
Yung gano'n. Tapos yung yung pantalon mo, di ba? Babawasan mo. So, alteration, di ba? Mga ganyan. So, yan ang mga business na parang hindi natin napapansin, pero malaki ang impact sa economy. Maganda ang contribution sa ating economy.
Napapansin ko na marami, massage.
Yes. Services.
Maganda.
It's a good service.
Good service.
It's a good service also.
Are you able to interview some of the massage owner?
Wala pa, pero open tayo sa gusto magpadala ng mga story.
Ngayon,
Marami
diba?
ngayon.
Online massage.
Online massage. So.
Online massage.
So, bali yung aking blog is pinagsasama-sama natin into one website in lahat ng mga businesses so that yung mga tao, isa lang pupunta nila, makikita nila lahat about entrepreneurs sa yung mga businessman sa isang site.
Wow. So yun ang pag-uusapan natin mamaya-maya nila. Actually, pinag-uusapan na natin yun. Business.
Business.
Saka uso rin transportation.
Transportation.
Ano mo yung mga private cars?
Yan. Private cars.
Para mabayaran mo yung monthly amortization mo, parkila ka, di ba? Gagawin ngayon. Tatawag ka. Pagpanda-drive mo yung car mo. Ayan, okay. Okay, marami tayong pag-uusapan later on. Siyempre, kung may mga tanong kayo, pwede kayo mag-text 0939-899-3033. Pwede kayo tumawag sa mga hotlines 519-1875, 519-1876. Pwede rin po sa aming Facebook account, Radyo Inquirer 990 at yahoo.com. Philippine Standard Time, 10:31. Babalik kami.
Ito ang Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Ngayon, gabi-gabi nyo nang mapapakinggan ang programang Lunas Kalusugan. Lunas Kalusugan. Kasama pa rin ang batikang broadcaster at writer pang kalusugan, si Kuya Rudy Liwanag. Kasama din si Dr. Joe at si Nico Light. Subaybayan at tumutok sa programang ikinasisigla ng bawat Pilipino, lalo na ang mga senior citizens. Lunas Kalusugan. Lunas Kalusugan. Linggo hanggang Biyernes, alas 9 hanggang alas 10 ng gabi at alas 9 hanggang alas 10:30 ng gabi tuwing Sabado dito sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
Buhay mo ay ingatan mo.
Ang Lunas Kalusugan ay may free check-up tuwing Sabado at Linggo mula alas 8 ng umaga hanggang alauna ng hapon sa 4th floor Guadalupe Commercial Complex, EDSA Makati, tapat ng MRT Station. Tumawag sa telephone number 514-4597 o mag-text sa 0927-838-3828.
Pagkat yan lang ang yaman mo.
Mga araw-araw na pangangailangan, mga balitang may pakinabang, mas madali nang malaman, libre sa isang basahan. Patunay lang na the best things in life are libre. Makukuha ang #1 free newspaper araw-araw sa lahat ng MRT at LRT 1 and 2 stations. Inquirer Libre. Panata ng Radyo Inquirer, hindi lang mauna sa balita, kundi ang dalhin ka sa gitna ng mga pangyayari. Pamamahayag na may damdamin, hindi makasarili, patas at komprehensibo. Hatid ng mga mamamahayag na may paninindigan sa katotohanan. Sa serbisyo publiko, kakampi at karamay mo. Anumang pagkakataon, sa kahit anong panahon, sa balita, komentaryo at pagtulong sa kapwa. DZIQ, Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. With branches all over the Philippines, Hotel Sogo is the hotel chain of choice for travelers and balikbayans. Affordable, safe, and complete with amenities, unlike other provincial hotels. Now you have somewhere comfortable to stay anywhere in Metro Manila or even when you visit your favorite province. Are you looking for the hottest gadgets, the latest fashion accessories, the most sumptuous buffets, or the best travel packages? Vigattindeals.com offers unbelievable deals, promotions, and discounts that will let you live more for less. Bargain hunting online has never been this fun, easy, and rewarding. Visit Vigattindeals.com today. Live big. Be a Vigattin. May bibilin ka ba? Baka naman may gusto kang ibenta. Log on na sa vigattintrade.com. Nasa internet na, nasa radyo pa. Basta Vigattin, bigatin ka talaga.
Vigattin sa Radio Inquirer 990 AM.
Balik ko tayo sa Vigattin dito po sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Lang announcement lang. Yung mga gustong pumunta ng Boracay, may bagyo pero pwede pa, di ba? May promo po ang vigattindeals.com. Carmela de Boracay, located po sa Station 2. 525 pesos lang per person. Limited yung rooms, kaya tawag agad. 945-2568. Okay, visit po kayo sa vigattindeals.com. Isang announcement dito para sa mga electronics, electrical, and computer engineering student. Huwag ninyong kalimutan, join Synergy Summit 2014 this coming November. Be part of a 4-day gathering made for young engineers like you. Itong Synergy Electrical and Electronics Engineering Summit 2014, UP ho ito. Ayan, from November 19 to 22. We hope to see you there. Sabi ganyan, for information and inquiries, tawag kayo kay Sofia Agustin 0917-793-7306 o kaya kay Jenison Gualvez sa 905-670-7842. Ano kayong bumisita sa kanilang Facebook account, Facebook at fb.com/synergyphm po. 10:36.
Okay, pag-usapan naman natin kung estado talaga ng mga negosyante or entrepreneurship dito sa Pilipinas. Nandito si Boss Earl saka si Oliver to discuss. Boss Earl, ikaw na unahin ko. Ano ba talaga? Kamusta nga pala yung mga startup natin sa Idea Space?
I think hello. I think in the idea space natin, no. So as you guys know, we selected the 10, and then they just did the revenue day. So iba nun nagbebenta na nga. So kunyari yun, saltwater powered lamp, may mga inquiries na tayo from other countries.
Naging bisita namin last time.
So
last Saturday.
Parang ngayon actually very interesting because you can even power your cell phone just by salt water. No? So hindi lang you don't need batteries, no? So that's the Filipino innovation that we want to propose. And then obviously some other a number of our startups like our bike, even our
Take Smart.
Yung Nifty, yung What's Smart, yung mga RTAP, yung mga ganun. So all the different utilities, they're already actually launching and they already have pilot projects. So parang it's very inspiring to see that when they came to us, parang mga ideas lang sila. And then ngayon, nagbebenta na.
Ayan. Okay.
So I think that's a testament and to our topic na yung state of entrepreneurship natin. It's good because I think we're really now in a stage where we're defining who we are, what type of innovations are we gonna tell the world that we're good at, and I think I think there's two big opportunities: the innovations that focus on the big market, which is the Philippines, 100 million people, and there are opportunities of like what are the problems in the Philippines that other countries also need, but maybe the market in the Philippines is very niche lang, no? So I think those are the two types of very interesting types of innovations and businesses that people are really getting excited about in our entrepreneurship community.
Saka mabilis, di ba? Kita mo?
In 2 years lang. I mean, me and Oliver, I mean, unbelievable, no? In 2.5 years. Oliver also, 2 years ago, we had lunch, no? And then all of a sudden, we're like, sana ganito, sana ganyan. And then, we just finished our gigs on the beach. We had 440 people show up in Cebu, and we had 60 investors. And most of the investors are not from the Philippines. So there's very keen interest now just for the Philippines and for Southeast Asia. So yun mga nakikinig sa Vigattin, there's a huge opportunity talaga for you to now get noticed, to hopefully build a business for the Philippines or for the world from Manila or from Cebu or from your province. That's really, really exciting.
Oliver, yes. Tanong ko lang, anong market ang hindi pa natatap masyado ng startup community? Yung hindi pa saturated yung market. Do you have any idea kung
madami? Actually, I think madami. From something more broad to something more specific. I think broadly, ang hindi pa natatap ng madami is bottom of the pyramid markets. So, or as we know here sa atin, mga CDE markets, mga masa markets, and I think ang impression pa ng mga tao na yun is, mga CDE, hindi pa sila sanay sa technology, hindi sila makaka-adopt ng bagong innovations. Pero ang nakikita ko on the ground, mali yun eh. Ang daming mga tao na nakaka-adopt na yun ng bagong technology. For example, sumakay ako isang kotse from Uber. Yung ride-sharing app. Yung driver doon, dati siyang taxi driver. Lumipat siya sa Uber. Tapos kinakwentuhan niya ako na una-una, kabisado niya yung service. Uber kasi may surge pricing yan at tinatawag na tumataas yung presyo dynamically kung mataas yung demand. Alam niya kung saan may surge pricing, anong area, anong oras madalas. Magkano yung nakikita niya bawat trip. Alam niya na yung Uber is already backed by Google. Alam niya na yung Uber mas malaki pa kaysa sa mga malalaking kumpanya sa Pilipinas. At sabi niya, okay talaga to. Ang balak talaga namin dito, patayin yung taxi industry. So, parang nung narinig ko yung kinakwento niya sa akin, parang wow.
Tayo na rin tayo ng Uber. Yun nga lang, di ba? Maganda may Uber, pero at least we have also Tripid. Ewan ko lang kung ano nangyari sa Tripid, di ba? Siguro it's a matter of paano ba? Merong banda na hindi masyadong nasusuportahan compared to mga galing Silicon Valley na companies. Siguro, tanong ko lang, Oliver, ano kaya yung solusyon? Para at least lalo natin mahikayat yung mga kabataan natin o kaya mga gustong magnegosyo na medyo natatakot, di ba?
I think maraming bagay. I think unang-una sa educational system natin, talagang tinetrain tayo from grade school to high school to college na maghanap ng stable na trabaho. Whether it's a call center job or whether it's in the professions like law or medicine or engineering or whether it's in the civil service like government. Walang necessarily masama para sa mga careers na to. Pero kung natitrain ka since you're young na para maghanap ng stable job, then hindi mo masyadong maiisip na maging entrepreneurial. Kasi even sa mga established universities natin na yun, siguro mas advanced sila sa UP, pero in most universities, I think the impression is of a lot of founders is that entrepreneurship education is still not as mainstream as what we want it to be. Pangalawa, syempre, nandyan yung role of the government.
Kulang
yung support. Kulang yung support.
I have read your article before about the state of the nation of the president. Sabi mo doon na isang beses ba wala yata lang nabanggit about
entrepreneurship.
Walang nabanggit. Kasi
hindi ko lang napakinggan kasi yung
ang ginawa ko kasi doon is a few weeks ago, 'di ba, nagkaroon ng SONA.
Yeah.
Si Pinoy. And ang ginawa ko lang is tinignan ko yung last 5 SONAs niya. And syempre, on average, he mentions jobs and job creation, so trabaho, mga 12 times per speech on average. So tamang-tama naman kasi 'di ba, inclusive growth, matuwid na daan, kailangan mo talaga mag-generate ng mga bagong trabaho. Pero hindi ko naintindihan is bagamat sinasabi niya na kailangan natin gumawa ng mga bagong trabaho, he never mentions entrepreneurship.
Walang bagong magnenegosyo.
Walang bagong negosyo. He doesn't mention entrepreneurs, mga negosyante, mga ngalakal, or whatever else we call it. And he only mentions science and technology once in the past 5 SONAs. And that for me was a compelling signal on how the mindset of our government works. Kasi at the end of the day, kung walang science and technology, kung walang entrepreneurs, walang bagong trabaho. Palagi tayong magiging dependent sa mga big businesses dito sa bansa natin, which we know already, control a vast majority of our economy. And in all likelihood, the job creation in the next 10-20 years will come from the 99% of small businesses dito sa country. Kasi, di ba, I think the number is 99.6% of the businesses here are small and medium enterprises. Not the big businesses. So, doon manggagaling ang job growth natin.
Ayun. Alam ni Olive, ni Sir Alvin, dahil nagsusulat siya, di ba? In pa rin small and medium, di ba?
I agree with Oliver. Almost more than 90% ng population natin is being driven by small and medium enterprises. So, pero ang nangyayari kasi sa ngayon is itong entrepreneurship is being pushed by private sector. So, yung government support is parang hindi natin nakikita doon
Yes. Oh.
So,
meron ba? O hindi lang natin nakikita?
Ay, hindi ko alam. Pero, based kasi nung nag-join kasi ako before ng first Go Negosyo and second Go Negosyo.
Oh, yeah.
So, I contributed doon yung mga food carts sa mga small and business entrepreneurs. Doon ko nakita na pag nagsama-sama pala mga small entrepreneurs, SMEs, it's a big force. So, pag collective yung effort ng mga entrepreneurs, the government will notice and they will support na yung entrepreneurship is a good business endeavor. It's a prime mover of the country. Yun ang mag-move ng economy natin eh. Yung mga katabi kasi natin bansa, yung Southeast Asian nations natin, yung Singapore, Thailand, SME. Simula pagkabata, tinuturuan na sila maging businessman eh. So, ang kanila, pag tinanong mo sila, anong gusto mo paglaki mo? Gusto kong maging may-ari ng isang malaking business.
Yeah, tama sinabi ni Oliver, di ba?
Compared sa Pilipinas na pag tinanong mo isang maliit na bata, ang sasabihin sa'yo, gusto ko magkaroon ng magandang trabaho. So, it's a change of the mentality, change of thinking. Yun ang kailangan natin gawin ngayon para umunlad yung bansa natin.
I think meron din hong mga historical reasons kung bakit hindi ganun ka sanay or hindi ganun naiengganyo magsimula ng negosyo mga Pilipino. At na-realize ko lang to nung nakausap ko yung isa kong kaibigan galing sa Nigeria dati. Sabi niya na dati raw sa Nigeria, pag magsimula ka ng negosyo, kung lumaki siya at maging successful, nanakawin lang siya ng gobyerno. Nanakawin siya ng gobyerno o nanakawin siya ng isang malaking na business. Kung gumawa ka ng restaurant o gumawa ka ng building, kung maging successful ka, yari ka. Pero in today's age, for intangible businesses that are technology-driven, that live on bytes and pieces, paano ka magnanakaw ng website? Hindi mo basta-basta makukuha yung mga assets na yun. So siguro, naisip ko, parang ganun din pala sa Pilipinas. Kasi yung Marcos era, for instance, di ba? Maraming mga na-confiscate.
Kinukuha.
Ng mga businesses.
So, naibalik na nga yung karamihan.
Nabalik na kami, marami pang hindi. So kung negosyante ka dati, di ba, parang wala kang incentive na maging successful. Kasi baka mawala rin sa'yo. Kung hindi mawala sa'yo, hahabulin ka ng isang ahensya ng gobyerno dyan na mag-file ng mga returns mo.
Pwede, oo. Going back to Earl, di ba, yung private sector, like yung grupo ninyo is napaka-active sa ganito, tumutulong. Kumbaga, hindi nabibigyan ng government, pero good thing, may mga grupo
I think there's a role na. And the government, to be fair to them, they've been supporting us, the ICTO office. I know si BAM has been talking about this with the Go Negosyo. And just a lot actually of people want to get into the bandwagon. What our role is in the private sector to link up with the government is to advise them, right? So I been to several roundtables to advise kunyari the UST on like what are startups. I mean, and then it's not just us, but even other government agencies like USAID, etc., have been really active to push kind of technology or just entrepreneurship in the culture, hopefully, no? Because I think in general, these are the things that would drive the economy. And then for the private sector, for us, what we want also is for the whole country to grow, right? And that's why every single big business or even medium-sized business, I think, is the responsibility to grow the next generation of entrepreneurs. No, obviously also employees, but then how do you do that? And at least from us, from our group, what we want to promote is entrepreneurial thinking even within the large organization. This is kind of radical, kunyari, that if some of our employees apply to Idea Space with their own time, their own merit, and then they actually get into Idea Space with their own merit, no, and then we'll accept 10 out of 6 or 700 typically, and our national competition for next year is open, by the way, for people who want to join. They get at least a few months of paid sabbatical to try. I mean, just to see, no. In the end of the day, for me, entrepreneurship is the best MBA. And Oliver and I, we have MBAs now from the US. But then that's even when I was in Stanford, that's the first thing that in the first day, that's what our dean said. Entrepreneurship or starting your own business is the best form of business training because you're responsible for everything. Operations, marketing, logistics.
That's the real.
Yeah, it's not like, I'll assign you and then hopefully you'll figure it out in a corporate environment. When you have to sell your own product, then you have to do everything you can to sell it, no? And I think that is something that's the entrepreneurial thinking that I think even large corporations are even now adopting. So yung mga estudyante natin, being an entrepreneur doesn't mean actually you will have less options to become a corporate person. I think you'll even have a better option to become a corporate person because you have an edge. You know how to do things. You know how to build and run things and become independent. No, and I think that's going to be a big trend. Especially magkakaroon ng ASEAN integration.
Yan yung problem.
Maglalabasan na kung sino talaga.
Is that a problem or an advantage to Filipinos?
I think it's
are really Filipinos ready for the ASEAN integration?
I think at some aspects we are. We have to define. So as in integration will define what we're very good at. And we're not good at. And may expose lahat ng tao ng, mga hindi tayo talaga magaling. Other countries will say we're better than you. But then there's some parts na magaling tayo, doon lalabas. No? Yeah. So we have to, yun parang gilas, no? Puso lang. We have to make sure we show the puso in certain things. No?
How about Brian? Are you able, can you say something about entrepreneurship? Philippines, yes. Based on your experience here.
Yeah, I think there is a tremendous hunger here. From the communities that I've been exposed to, I see a lot of young, hungry blood that want to be entrepreneurs. And I was just speaking with someone yesterday. His name's Aaron Palaleo, and he just wrote a book called Connect, Disconnect. And the conversation led to an article that I had read years ago, and it was saying that there was a large population of people that were excelling in corporate America, and they attributed that success to their trainings and mentorship that they were receiving from either external personal development programs, or they were involved with multi-level marketing, entrepreneur business models on the side that had like mentorship vehicles attached to them. So the common thread for these individuals in corporate America that were spiking their salaries or climbing corporate ladders in the last 1 to 2 years of their career was because they were taking this entrepreneurial mindset, and then they were taking what they learned from this other mentorship, and then applying it to their to their day job. And so I agree with what Earl said, and I think that if there's some way that I don't know what the education system here is. I've just been volunteering here and staying here off and on for 3 years. But if there's a way to kind of add that education element, the entrepreneurial mindset, and equip people with what it takes to open up your mindset and think and operate more like an entrepreneur, because it gives a sense of urgency. Like Earl said, if you start a business, until you get a large amount of funding or a team to support what you have to do everything. And so, but I'm seeing that, through Iron Sharpens Iron and different projects that I've been involved with. I see a lot of people, just even walking around Makati, there's from poverty levels all the way up to Class A. I'm seeing entrepreneurs left and right.
Yeah. But Oliver, question lang ko. It's not really easy to be an entrepreneur.
Is it for all?
Hindi madali, di ba?
Pwede ba lahat doon?
Definitely hindi madali. And it's definitely
based on your experience, because you have also your own company. And what's your experiences?
I think it's definitely not easy.
Okay.
And it's not for everyone. In the same way that the priesthood is not for everyone, or a law profession is not for everyone, di ba? It matches
Pero iba yung drive ngayon di ba? Iba ngayon, marunong lang mag-program. I have a founder, tayo kagad tayo.
Puso kasi. Di ba? Yun
Tsaka napapansin ko ngayon, para pabata sila ng pabata.
Hindi, okay lang yun. Okay lang naman yung pabata ka ng pabata. Pero at least, di ba, meron kang, may mag-guide. Kasi, tama yung may puso ka din. Pero hindi lang naman yun siguro, di ba? Based sa experience mo, what's really need to be an entrepreneur?
I think unang-una is the psychological readiness and maturity to persevere. Kasi it's not really about your idea. It's not really about kung may puhunan ka or may kapital ka, or even if you have the support of a big fund, diba?
Okay.
Kasi nice to have
at least may seed funding. Okay.
At least may seed funding. Pero kung wala kang seed sa loob mo na mag-persevere,
that's a good point.
Diba? Parang baliwala yung seed funding. Kasi for sure maraming mangyayaring mali at maraming mga failures na mangyayari along
dapat
the way.
gawin? Mag-aral ba muna? Pumasok muna ng seminars? Kung talagang para sa kanila?
I think experience talaga relevant and valid experience. So for example, kung yung mga confident na kaya na nila, then they can start, apply to idea space or launch something na madali lang naman, mura na yun. Kung hindi pa sila sure, my advice would be to work in a startup. Kahit hindi ikaw yung founder, at least close ka doon sa founder.
Alam mo.
Kasi mga startups naman, flat naman yung mga hierarchy na yan. In all likelihood, you'll be working closely with the founder. At makikita mo every day kung ano yung struggles niya, ano yung mga challenges niya, ano yung mga achievements niya. And you can make a decision after a year or two. You can make a decision whether or not you should do your own thing eventually.
Parang pagpapari nga rin, ano?
Ano na?
Parang papasok ko rin priesthood.
Oh, syempre, nagdi-negosyo rin naman yan.
Hindi. Ganun din, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero walang vow of poverty or chastity.
I think the quick comment lang here is that for mga estudyante natin, the best time to try is I think when you're in school. Because there's no, even if you try, wala mangyari, at least you tried. At least when you really make that decision, it's informed kasi you tried it in a safe environment. And then for the people in the corporate man, nag-work na now, you do things maybe on the side until you're ready, but then you make a timeline, no? In 12 months, I have to decide. Kasi problema ba, nagka-side, tas wala naman, hindi naman talaga nagko-commit. So, that's kind of, I've seen the trend of a lot of entrepreneurs, not just here but all over the world na ganun yung two things. But syempre, rare rin yung iba na parang all-in na kaagad. I think you always, yun sabi nga sa akin, no? In everything, in every skill, you do some part of it before you move to the next one. No? So, that's another tip.
Yeah. Naalala mo yung guest natin dati, si Kalata?
Si Joseph Calata. Diba?
Yung tindahan ng feeds.
Tindahan ng feeds yan. Tindahan siya lang ng feeds at the age of 24. Right now, 31 siya. Company niya worth 2.7 billion. Yun, at least, diba, Pilipino, tinignan niya lang yung market tapos nag-concentrate siya doon. Diba?
Yung tindahan ng feeds, nilagyan niya ng computer. Ganun lang nagsimula.
Kaya nga ngayon, farm to plate yung ano niya yung model ng negosyo niya.
Sila yung 7-Eleven ng agri-products.
Mula sa feeds hanggang sa maging lahat na. Piniritong manok. Yun ang target niya ngayon, di ba? Siguro, sa kanya naman is talagang na-experience niya, nagtinda siya. Di ba? Nagtayo siya ng maliit na tindahan na ano lang daw, mga 10 square meters lang siya nagsimula sa Bulacan. Nagtinda siya, tinignan niya yung market, kung anong demand, di ba? Tapos kumuha siya ng mga supplier ng feeds, nagtayo na siya ng gilingan ng feeds, di ba? Nagtayo na siya, ang branches niya ngayon nasa 107 na 7-Eleven ng agri products, di ba? Siguro, meron kasing mga kabataan ngayon, syempre putok na putok yung magnegosyo tayo, let's put a startup company. Medyo agresibo. Diba? Minsan, sabi nga ni Oliver, diba? Minsan hindi nila masyadong naiisip na kulang sa experience. Diba? Siguro, ang kailangan is merong magme-mentor.
Yeah, gusto ko nga sana tanongin si Earl, sa idea space ba, yung mga startups na nagjo-join sa inyo, ang age range ba is nasa kabataan ba or
depends applicants or the entrepreneurs, no? So typically the people we invest in are people who are just right out of school all the way up to we invest in a guy who's above 50 years old.
Pero majority
about 40% or even 45% are student teams or just right out of college, no? So those are the things, but I think people, it's funny because for me, age is not the problem. It's the experience. So I've invested in entrepreneurs who have done things in school, no? So parang mas okay yun, diba? And then I've invested in people who were corporate people for 20 years and then they decided to become entrepreneurs. So these are the types of ranges na nakikita ko. To go in there na cold nga, a little bit hard. That's why I think there's a responsibility to either the professors or others to give these students who have some sort of inclination to try. No, and that's why we go also all over the Philippines and do this boot camp. So at least, kasi nagugulat pati yung mga professor na yung mga students pala nila interesado sa entrepreneurship. I mean, they always thought that some other students wanted to become, employees. And then when we come to schools, they all of a sudden, like we had one boot camp in Bataan where 2,000 students sign up. Parang, what yung mga teacher na like, ganun to pala kadami yung tao na gusto at least interested. I mean, I don't want to say, out of the maybe, assume mo out of 100, maybe 1 or 2 will really apply to Idea Space or apply to another incubator here or abroad. But, just the interest level, just to find out, ano ba talaga to? I think that's a responsibility that we have to give to our education system, to at least give people chances to try. No? And even the professional side, no? Give professionals, your employees, a chance to try out their own projects. You know, and that's this is radical, but then I think this is something we have to do.
Actually, I've been blogging kasi for more a year and a half already. And siguro 50% na meet ko is nagugulat ako yung mga owners, puro mga nasa mga bata pa parang mga bagong graduates or mga ilang years pa graduate. So parang before blogging, bago hindi pa nauuso yung mga online, karamihan ng mga business owners na namimit ko medyo mga father figure na mga senior, di ba? Mga matatanda, wala mga nasa age 40 and above. Pero ngayon, nasa 20s.
I think it's also a generational thing, no? I mean, I've also hired very high potential people who are under 25. And then, you know, their dream in life is to do things that matter to them. So, either your company, it matters to them, or if it doesn't matter to them, then they start a company that matters to them. So, I think it's also a generational thing. You know, kala ko sa US lang to, pero pati yung mga magagaling na mga bata natin sa Pilipinas, they have this parang, why am I doing this question all the time? And medyo idealistic, pero you know, ganun talaga nakikita ko. It's funny, no? I think it's an internet thing kasi daming options na nakikita nila sa buong mundo na pwede palang ganito or bakit ganito yung problema kailangan gawin ko, and you know, they feel that they can do it while they're young. So, yun ang maganda.
Based on that, tingin natin kasi sa US and sa China lalo na, Oliver, di ba? May mga milyonaryo at the age of 18, 19, 20. May mga ganun di ba? Kailan kaya natin makikita sa Pilipinas na the age of 20, milyonaryo dahil from rag to riches? Kaya ba?
Hindi ko sure agree ako dun sa premise ng question. kasi para sa akin, no, na maganda na may mga bilyonaryo. Pero for me, I don't see that as the measure of success for Filipino entrepreneurs.
Okay.
With all due respect.
Yeah, no problem.
For the simple reason that, you know, that monetary figure doesn't really measure the true impact of entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And that true impact can be better measured in the number of jobs that the space can create, the amount of wealth overall that it can generate for the whole economy. So for me, in a country like the Philippines, parang wag muna nating isipin na magkaroon tayo ng 20-year-old billionaire kung marami pang 20-year-olds na nagugutom.
Okay.
So unahin muna natin yung priority, bringing up the tide, you know, raise the tide for everyone first, through jobs, through new opportunities, through career advancement. Mamaya na nating isipin kung sino yung magiging bilyonaryo up there. Marami na tayong mga bilyonaryo. We need more people na middle class na ba?
Middle class na.
At least.
May point naman siya doon, di ba?
Oo naman.
Na unahin muna natin yung mga magkaroon pag-create
mas marami, di ba?
Mas marami.
Sabay-sabay tayo na aakit doon. O yun, bilis ng oras natin. Unahin natin siguro, baka may mga sasabihin pa si Sir Alvin. Invite mo yung ating mga listeners.
So, I'm inviting our listeners to visit my blog site, alvinlaurente.com. So, mga gustong pumasok ng entrepreneurship, we are also providing business coaching and mentorship program. So, kung may mga gusto kayong itanong about entrepreneurship, we are here to help you. So, magpadala lang kayo ng email sa amin and we'll try our best to answer your questions.
Yun, negosyo pa rin. Ayan. Ross,
good morning again. Good afternoon ba? Good morning pa rin.
Good morning.
This is Ross Del Rosario, ang inyong friendly neighborhood pangbansang vlogger of whatsuppilipinas.com. Ang What's Up Pilipinas po kasi is vlogging about everything. So parang online magazine siya. So it also writes about business and also highlights entrepreneurs So if we're also open to contributors, correspondents. So kung gusto nyo mag-contribute and write about anything and contribute it to us sa Pilipinas.com, available po siya. So we're open to everyone. And I was also telling Earl here na pwede rin namin i-highlight yung mga entrepreneurs ng Idea Space, ay mga startups. So we can probably collaborate as well para talagang mabigyan natin ng
tulong-tulong
exposure o tulong-tulong para magkaroon ng mas maraming exposure ang mga young entrepreneurs natin that are starting their own business.
Yeah.
Salamat po.
Salamat. Sir Oliver. Yeah.
So thank you for having us here. My name is Oliver Segovia po. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Ava Online Group, and we operate an e-commerce platform for emerging designers and creative businesses.
Website?
The website is ava.ph. That's ava.ph. And what we do is we help a lot of these creative businesses from all over the country have market access to a premium segment of the market. And I also blog on the side at oliversegovia.com. I really love writing about entrepreneurship and innovation, so hope you can check it out.
Ayun. Ayan, ako, partner. Of course, Brian of Iron Sharpens Iron. Yeah.
Yes, my name's Brian Gallinger, founder and master connector for Iron Sharpens Iron. I want to thank you guys for letting us be here today.
Yeah.
It was a very stimulating talk, and I'm honored to be a part of the Filipino community and business environments. So for those that are interested in learning more about the Iron Sharpens Iron group, we do have a website. It's ironsharpensiron.ph. And our next event will be a digital marketing seminar workshop, followed by our flagship mixer on Thursday, October 30th.
Okay. Of course, okay natin.
Yes.
Yeah, so thanks again for having me here. I'm going to the States next week. No, so two things. Our national competition for the next round, third batch, is open in ideaspacefoundation.org. Right, so please look at our application form sa mga tao doon. And then another one is that I think my team will be in Zamboanga next week for our boot camp in conjunction with the DOST. So for people nakikinig, mga taga from Zamboanga, and then I think every week we'll go to a different province, so abangan nyo na lang. So all the information is ideaspacefoundation.org. One piece of advice for everyone, I think, you're always going to ask, should I apply or not? I think the question really is that do you have the courage to do it? So yun na naman, no? Balik ako dun sa sabi ng Gilas, no? It's all about the puso. It's all about your heart. Do you want to do it? If you have, at least try, no? Wala naman mawawala pag hindi ka nag-try, no? So I think you have to try. So thanks so much for having me here.
Thank you. Si Earl po.
Yes, maraming salamat po sa ating mga bisita. Kay Earl, kay Brian, kay Oliver, kay Melvin, sa kasama. At least, diba, na medyo naliwanagan tayo. At nagpapasalamat ako at...
Kanina dilim eh.
Oo.
Diba? Dilim ba kanina?
Oo. At least magkaroon ng linaw, diba, kung ano talaga yung estado ng mga negosyante sa atin, lalo na yung mga bata. Wag lang po kayo mawawalan ng lakas ng loob. Try nyo, wala namang mawawala, sabi ni Boss.
Ay, pwede ba bang plug? May naalala kasi ako eh. Meron kasing event ngayon si Miss Janet Tural. Yung Digital Influencers Marketing Summit. It's ongoing right now at SMX Convention Center sa Mall of Asia. Mall of Asia Complex.
Tuloy-tuloy po.
So tuloy from 8 a.m. nag-start siya kanina, and then hanggang I think 5 p.m. today. So if you're interested also, you can meet a lot of people there that could help you in your business. Sa ano po? Sa SMX. Andun po.
Okay, syempre si Ma'am Arnie.
Ma'am Arnie, habol ka na lang sa susunod na sa.
Hindi na nakahabol.
Hindi, nasa USTV meeting daw. Okay. Okay, mga kabigatin, sa susunod na Sabado po ulit.
Radio Inquirer, 990 AM. Inihahandog ng ISP, Integrated Seafarers of the Philippines, ang programang Magbibigkis. Magpapatatag sa pamilyang marino, hitik sa impormasyon, mga payo sa trabaho at sa negosyo. Gabay ng pamilyang marino. Kabalikat ng industriya maritima para sa marino, mula sa marino. Kasama si Captain Jess Morales.
Walang higit na magmamalasakit sa mga marino, kundi kapwa marino. Ito po si Captain Jess Morales, President ng Integrated Seafarers of the Philippines.
Gabay ng pamilyang marino. Tuwing Sabado, alas 4:30 hanggang alas 5:30 ng hapon. Dito sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Mapapakinggan din via live streaming sa www.ustream.tv/channel/DZIQ. Panoorin at pakinggan din sa www.isp.org.ph. Gabay ng pamilyang marino. Kung may sakit, karamdaman at katanungan sa iyong kalusugan, sagot yan ng Radyo Medico. Pag-uusapan ng mga impormasyong pangkalusugan, wastong pangangalaga sa katawan, mga diskusyong pampalusog ng kaisipan. Radyo Medico. Tatalakayin ang iba't ibang sakit at karampatang lunas at gamot. Bibigyang linaw ang mga maling pananaw upang mapanatili ang malusog na katawan at pag-iisip. Libreng konsulta mula sa mga eksperto. Radyo Medico. Kasama sina Dr. Hill at Direk Rick. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng gabi. Dito sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. Radyo Inquirer. Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. 990 AM.
Philippine Standard Time, ganap na pong 12 minuto makalipas ang alas 11 ng tanghali. Good morning. Gagamitin ng Liberal Party ang nalalabing 2 taon ng administrasyon para tiyakin na magpapatuloy ang mga reforma na pinaghirapang maipatupad ni Pangulo Aquino. Sa pagtitipon ng mga opisyal at miyembro ng Liberal Party sa Malacanang, sinabi ni Senate President at Liberal Party Vice Chairman Franklin Drilon na ito ang gagawin nilang misyon para hindi ito mabaliktad ng anumang puwersa o sinumang individual pagkatapos ng termino ni Pangulo sa 2016. Ayon pa kay Drilon, gusto nilang tiyakin na hahayaan ng susunod na liderato na magpatuloy ang mga reforma ni Pangulo at mapakinabangan pa ng mga susunod na henerasyon. At yan po ang latest. Sa iba pang balita, sundan kami sa Twitter at DZIQ990 o i-follow kami sa Facebook at Radyo Inquirer 990 at yahoo.com o di kaya bisitahin naming live video streaming sa www.austream.tv/channel/DZIQ. Ako po si Alvin Barcelona para sa Radyo Inquirer 990 AM.
Radyo Inquirer. Ito ang Radyo Inquirer 990 AM. 990 AM. Naghahanap ka ba ng trabaho? Punta na sa Inquirer Job Market Job Fair 2014 sa September 29 and 30 sa Trinoma Activity Center. Maraming trabaho ang naghihintay para sa iyo dito at may mga libreng seminar din para sa lahat. Kaya tara na sa Inquirer Job Market Job Fair 2014 sa September 29 and 30 sa Trinoma Activity Center.